The following program is an LTX Enterprises production. The Falls Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following. The Searcher and Hide podcast. For mind-intriguing discussions about wrestling, movies, Bigfoot, aliens, and everything in between, then look no further than the Searcher and Hide podcast. You can find the Searcher and Hide podcast on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms. Go check them out today. And Outside the Ring STL, join Shaft and General Vader along with others who share their love for professional wrestling as they talk about the recent shows from the major wrestling companies, all independent promotions from around the St. Louis area, and even talk about great moments in St. Louis professional wrestling history. Find them on Facebook at Outside the Ring STL. Get ready for episode number 41 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, featuring longtime Midwest wrestling veterans representing Illinois Elite Wrestling, Chaos and Riot. This podcast is scheduled for one episode where falls count everywhere. We thank all of you joining us for tonight's episode of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Before we get underway, we pay honor, tribute, and respect to the greatest nation in the world as we play our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the and the home of the brave.
Hey everybody, what's happening? It is your Thursday night ritual here on the Now Everywhere podcast, where we have episode number 41 featuring Chaos and Riot, which will join us here shortly. And I am one of your hosts, Rough Cut Rick Ruby here. On the other side here, of course, is our other host who well, I don't know. You're in a cave all by yourself over there in
I'm back in my office, though. I got tired of Huntington Beach, California. So
yeah, you only got tired because you wore out your welcome. That's Mr. GQ Matthew Wayne Schuyler III. Thank you cards, and who knows, but I don't care about any. I really don't. I got nothing for you, man. I got nothing for you.
that's what she said.
Oh my gosh. So
if somebody would not have said in the chat, cue the cue cards, it wouldn't have happened. But it's like, okay, I might as well be funny because I got to keep up with our guests tonight, though. So.
Oh yeah, well, marker and cards in hand lead to more entertainment. That's for sure.
That are getting autographs. So, look, it's Mr. Big.
Oh, okay. All right. Did you get that earlier today?
No, a couple weeks ago, I decided to get it early. I'm trying to do that so I'm not like carrying a whole bunch of stuff there to the Hall of Fame next month. Since Bob Orton's going to be there. Anyway.
Yeah, well.
Or you have to have a good personal assistant that gets all the stuff signed for you already.
Oh, yeah. Well, anything that I have to either put my signature on, I'd rather take care of it before I get into the evening because I have a feeling there's going to be some liquid courage that's going to be flowing through the entire evening. So, oh Lord, here we go. We already got it up here in the chat here with Playboy Double H and from BFF.
Yeah, I knew you were going to get drunk, so that's why I got it early.
Oh,
yeah. Available on eBay for $1.99.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. And follow.
This is the show we can do this on.
Here we go. Oh wow, that's funny. It's an inside thing here, and yes, I'll accept that for now. And oh yeah, so we've got plenty in the chat.
Go back down. You forgot Lily.
Oh no, I did.
I didn't see that one come across.
Well, wait a minute. When did I get get a word in? What did I do?
No, he says, let you get a word in talking to me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. What? What?
What somebody needs to know is that they have access to the board. Don't use that one when you're signed into it.
Oh, my gosh. Representing Illinois Elite Wrestling, calling us losers. Okay, thank you very much.
Somebody hacked the account. Let's just say that. Or somebody don't know how to work Facebook easily.
What are you, a dumbass?
Come on, man. Yep. You got to stop that.
I need to talk to Shaft to find out and change her passwords, apparently. So.
Oh, my gosh. Well, nonetheless.
I'll fix that. Let me make a few phone calls on that.
Oh, yeah, I bet. So let's kind of talk over since this last weekend. First off, I do want to mention that the MMWA, the Mid-Missouri Wrestling Alliance, did have a show in Imperial, Missouri this past Friday, and apparently they had a pretty good turnout. Apparently they sold out the building, and I saw pictures, and there was quite a crowd there. So I do got to give MMWA their props for putting on the show, and it was quite and apparently one of the most anticipated match where PT Beckham actually was victorious over the Butcher Damian Blade, which kind of threw me as a shock. So it's going to be kind of interesting.
I ain't saying nothing.
It's going to be kind of interesting to see how Mr. Blade bounces back from that. So.
Hold on, I kind of like this. Where is it? Oh, who the hell invited her?
Oh my gosh. Okay,
The one below, hold on. The one below, by the way, my last personal assistant and I fired because she left a lot of this junk all over the office. A lot.
So I guess we saw them. So now they're gone.
Good luck on
my goodness.
the line, lady.
Who what now?
I said, good luck on. I fired that personal assistant. I got a better one.
Oh, okay. Well,
this one gets autographs done.
It ain't me. So yeah, that's all you're doing. But
well, how much joking around and jacking around pretty much can somebody do in the back green room right now? Apparently, I'm just watching these little idiots back there.
Oh my God, I know. I have. If only we could hear in the monitor. We don't. Well, we're not quite ready for them yet. Actually.
Nobody's. Okay, nobody wants to do that either.
No. This. I'm not even looking down below. I'm not doing that no more. That it's. I will say, well, we'll touch on one other thing, and that's one thing I'm not touching what I saw. So whatever that is. So, thank God that the feeds are only on us right now. So anybody that's listening, yeah,
I know it's gonna happen, and might as well just warn people now. Hey, look, somebody figured out Facebook.
Oh boy. Wow. Uh-oh, here we go. They might have. I
think it's like Miller Lite or something.
Oh, man,
I'm eating low carb like you told me, Playboy, because I respect you and everything. So
that is messed up. I don't know what to say with Playboy. He has his game face already because we're going to talk about the event that's coming in 2 days, which I wouldn't really talk too much because I'm not really too happy right now.
I'm just finding it funny that he thinks kayfabe is going to happen on this show with the other two our guests that we have tonight.
Yeah. That you can indeed. So if you're not sure, if you see our show live, you got to know it is always a Thursday. That's for dang sure. So good to see Doc Lombardi. These guys, you keep them in a barn cage, and you're still gonna see what they're gonna do, man. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That is NC-17, what we're looking at here. Thank you, guys.
If you see the X rating, I quit.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. I'm not going there with that one. But yeah, the last weekend also was ACW, American Championship Wrestling, out in St. Clair. May I say, on a long outdoor, hot, long day that I was in, and I don't know. I think I was out in the sun too long.
I lost 20 pounds just sweating, so.
Well, no, and I gained it all back the next day because I had to replenish.
Well, you lost 10 extra more pounds, apparently, Ruby. What's missing behind you?
I don't want to talk about that right now. That's one of the reasons I'm really not too happy right now because of that.
Well, I mean, you are going to try to get a chance to get the IEW Heavyweight Championship.
Well, first off, Brian James does not. I will say this for the record: Brian James does not need a woman at ringside to begin with. Number one, if
he gets all the white women, you know that.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be a ringside, do managerial duties, do some type of coaching. Don't be. I'm sorry, if you're a manager, be a manager. But she was there not to be a manager. She was there to be a bully and picked on, and was knocked down my manager, the Chipster. Judge Chipster, and then she was starting to look over toward my wife, my other manager. And so I had to grab her. Next thing I know, I'm getting sucked by her, but apparently by a foreign object.
Please, I don't want to see a moon right now in the green room.
Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh, no way. But anyway, I got decked with a foreign object. It's on film, and I'm going to be making a protest. So, but nearby hooker crook Ryan James is.
Did you say a hooker crook?
Hook or crook.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a new little thing.
I know with Mr. GQ, you and the word hooker have got a lot in common.
Well, so. I mean, I thought, $20 is $20. I didn't know what the hell you're paying $20 for with a crook. So was that like when they could do that?
Yeah. Somebody's mastering 20 questions. You're mastering $20 and what you can get by with it. So that's oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm just going to go on because this weekend is going to provide me with an opportunity, which we'll get into that. Yes, for now, I'm not the ACW heavyweight champion, but I live to go on another day. At least I still got the WPW US title.
Somebody found the extra socks.
Oh my God. I am scarred. Thank God I don't do local screen recording. I think I have so much. It's just so horrible. Oh my goodness. Oh my! I'm just gonna move on.
Yeah,
so
tooth, no tooth.
Yeah. So how about we do this? Let's go. These guys apparently are chomping at the bit to get on, and before they scar us visually, let's go and bring them on, shall we? So our featured guests this evening have had competitive careers inside the ring with at least 15 years experience. Both of these guys started out with stellar success in singles competition and then moved on to tag team competition where they both created one of the most successful, charismatic, and colorful tag teams throughout the Midwest independent wrestling scene. And tonight we reflect on the best of times in the business and talk about what's next in the years to come. So Falls Count Everywhere Nation, put your hands together for Chaos and Riot. All right, gentlemen. My God, could you not try to make us die before we try to get? Oh, I do not. Hey, thank you.
Oh,
Gosh.
GQ done talking? Jesus, put me to sleep.
Really?
Run? Oh, hey,
It's not Sunday. It's not church. It's just GQ.
It's been 19 minutes? Holy
Yeah.
It seems just like a minute ago.
Oh my God. Where were
never lasted 19 minutes on anything in his life. Except for that buffet.
Oh my gosh. Gentlemen, how you doing?
Good, how are you? We're doing good.
I'm doing okay. Not too bad considering here. So did you have a little fun in the green room?
You told us to keep it PG-13, so that's kind of what we're doing.
We've already allowed this, okay? So that's already out the window.
You want us to do that. There's a difference. You want us to be R because of your own personal amusement. It's kind of weird, but
Each their own. We don't judge.
Except for you, we judge you.
You're already judging? All right. Well, wait a minute. Who are you judging? Just him?
Oh, not you, Mr. Ruby. Not you. You're a professional.
I try. Oh, thank you. I didn't catch that, man.
I didn't throw it yet. I just put it in there. So,
are you waiting the delivery driver over?
No, you can't really tell it, but it's the IEW logo.
Oh, check please.
Hold on here. Look, I'll turn me off.
Oh,
yeah, we see it. There it is. Look at that.
I heard that's how hard somebody's got to look for your peanuts.
Apparently, I saw something small on there when you were guys in the green room, so I don't want to talk. I hear you talk about that.
Oh my gosh.
You don't want to talk. Come on now.
Oh. Well.
Apparently, I hear the neighbors laughing too. Apparently, so.
You what?
I hear the neighbors laughing. Apparently.
Oh yeah, well, thank God you weren't doing anything too extreme.
Your neighbors or our neighbors?
Yes.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. His neighbors left constantly, but those were different reasons. And he needs to shut his drapes when he's changing. So,
We kind of said perfect too. Our names are right underneath who we are.
Oh, yeah, we didn't mean to do that. What do I do with my hands?
Put them in your lap.
Do not put them below your waist. How's that? Right?
What's he do with the flash?
I'm already thrown off.
What was that?
I really am.
Have I got a weird bird in the background? I heard a bird.
I mean, that's not Superman or the Flash. That's Captain America.
That is
Deadpool.
one. Look at Captain America's ass. That's America's ass right there.
Oh my gosh.
He acts like America's ass. He doesn't have the ass.
Is he playing on words?
Yeah.
I think he's playing on words.
My gosh. At least I kind of miss this because I'm used to seeing this in another place that has been around for a while. So I guess it's good that they're back and kind of giving us a.
We're just kind of warming up post-COVID.
Yeah.
Right.
It takes a little bit to
What
get
place
us
is
going.
that, Ruby?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't gonna mention it, but these are the guys were the innovators of one certain particular product.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now!
That was me. That was me.
That promo did start it all for us. We're not going to lie.
Yeah.
That was getting
And
us noticed.
going and going and going.
Still to this day. How
Maybe-
many years has that been?
That's probably been 5.
At least 5 years.
At least 5,
Wrong.
maybe 6, maybe.
Hey, you gotta admit though, the meatloaf is way over than Irish stew.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we did make Doug relevant, if that's what you're talking about.
I mean,
You said it, I didn't.
I mean, as far as that's you kind of had to go with that because you can't talk about polishing blarney stones all the time in front of kids. You know, I mean, you really shouldn't. But oh my gosh, so guys, we definitely got some things to talk about here as far as talking over your careers because you started some time back. Now I put in here that you guys have had maybe at least 15 years each in the business. Am I kind of right with saying that? Because I'm trying to remember correctly.
It's pretty close for me.
Yeah,
You can't call that high.
I take your shoes off.
No.
Your shoe.
That's only one. No matter how big it is, it still counts as one.
Well, technically
Hey, that
3,
proves
but
that he can count to 20 and a half.
20 and a half. Actually, 23 if you.
Well, you can only count to 10 because you can't see anything below your waist, your toes, or your yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Guys, I was just reaching for my wallet. I don't know why you guys were freaking out. I was just waiting.
Yeah, well, don't reach to the front.
Oh, well, that's where my wallet was.
That's where his money is.
Yeah. Money.
Oh my God! Yeah.
She said, "Shut your face," and spelt face wrong.
It's Doug yelling again.
That's all spelled right.
Oh, okay. He probably had somebody else do
That's
that.
not a sentence.
Tell him to spell chaos. He'll get it wrong.
Yeah, tell him to spell chaos. 4 letters. You can't spell it right.
Well, you know.
You know what? He can't spell it even if I put that there. Let's see how well he can do it now.
You're gonna make somebody mad. You're. So all right. So
You
when
are.
did you guys start?
Actually, no. Hold on, Guido. That's not right. Actually, how that is actually the correct way. Just saying.
05? Did I start in 05? 15. I started in 05, I believe.
Yeah.
I started out in 05. I was doing strongman competitions. And then pretty good guy named Steve Montana entered one. And Steve, he's a big boy, big, strong boy. And I just whipped him up and down there. And he was so mad. He's like, well, you think you're good. Why don't you come be a wrestler? I'll show you what's up. I said, what do you know? I've always wanted to be one. So that's how I got into the business. I whipped Steve Montana's ass in strongman competition. How'd you get started, Backyarder?
I got started. I was.
Oh, wait. Well, can we use that term still, or is that like outlawed now?
Hey, I've been backyard before backyard was cool.
But I know a backyarder, so I can say backyard.
Who's your backyard?
You're my backyarder.
Oh, I'm your backyard.
You're my backyarder.
Everybody started out as backyard. It's not as dirty as people want to make it out to be.
You're the only one trying to make things dirty.
Right.
This is my backyarder.
So Chaos came across Steve Montana in a strongman competition, and that's how he got into the business. So
Yeah, he said, you whip me here, I'm going to bring you to my ring, and I'm going to whip you there.
And
I tell you what, I whipped him one time, but then he took his belt off and was like beating me in the ring. I was like, whoa, what just happened?
So he actually whipped you.
Yeah, he actually whipped me.
That's weird.
Somebody challenged me. He's like, hey, when Steve's getting up, ride him like a horse. I was like, all right. So I jumped on top of him, started smacking him, yelling yeehaw. He bucked me off and he picked me up and put a handprint size right on my butt cheek.
So
That bruise was there for like 3 months.
who put you up to that?
Are you still talking about wrestling?
Yeah, that was wrestling.
No.
That was a wrestling match.
Who put you up to that to do that to Montana?
I can't even remember. It might have been Wicked.
It probably was.
I can see that. I can see
I
that.
think it was Wicked, to be honest with
It
you.
probably was Wicked. Sounds like
Oh
Wicked.
my god.
Sounds like something Wicked would do.
Well, how did Riot get into business? So that's what I want to know. And
Well, like he said, I was backyard before backyard was cool. That's not me. I've never been that big.
It looks pretty close.
Well, when I shave, I'm pretty good looking. Guy.
Yeah, you are.
Nope. Oh, let's see. Yep, I was a backyard wrestler that took some tapes of us backyard wrestling, me and a few buddies, and sent them to a certain promoter.
Holy crap.
Man, I still do the same pose today. I'm just not that skinny.
I look
Neither are you.
I look like I would take a poop there. I'm like, oh.
Yep. I
was pretty nervous. My first ever homemade T-shirt. I was like, yeah, I'm
gonna iron on this RCW.
I was like, man, I thought I was a badass back then. I was like, check this out. And then you guys, my first ever tights were like hand me down from like 3 different wrestlers.
Was
it like
the spiral?
Yeah, the spiral ones.
I
with the
even wore
fridge.
them once.
They were like, here, wear these. I was like, oh, these are the coolest things ever. But I think they were doing it to make fun of me. But I rocked the shit out of them.
hey, don't worry. It was the tradition that started in the 90s when the old Malachi Manson tights were being passed down between the different skinny guys. And then Taylor got mad when he couldn't fit in them anymore. So he had to go on his own.
No, that was Mansfield, wasn't it?
Yep. The old Malachi Manson tights, and that was kind of strange. But man, so I'm
those are some days. I think that's when you used to do the backflips off the top.
Who, me? No, I just off the rope. I never backflipped.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure you did one time. I remember it because I was like, man, I'm never going to get underneath that.
He did a buffet flip is what he did.
You know how many women said that to GQ?
I'm not going to get underneath that.
Douchebag.
There you go.
Is that Doug?
You gotta try
Is that a recording of Doug? It sounded just like that.
Yeah, so
can you stop eating? Jesus. We're trying to be professional here.
Well, I don't
Are you
know.
shoving nuts in your mouth? What do you got? Nom, 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 nom. It is nuts. He's putting salty nuts in his mouth.
Oh, what's Doug saying?
No, it's something about Michael Lilly by keeping his mouth shut, and it says you can't make him. Yeah. I have no idea what Guido's talking about here, but Oh my goodness! So I don't know. Did I really get a solid answer of how Riot got in the business, or who he came across, or
What was that?
yeah? When did you get into business? Now I can't.
I want to say mine was probably the beginning of 05. So yeah, about the same time. Well, I think I was just about a few months before him, but yeah, same thing. I backyard wrestled, me and a couple of buddies. We would tape them. Ran into a certain promoter who lived outside the town I lived in. Showed him the tape. Told me to come out. Oddly enough, Steve Montana's in this story too.
Whoa!
Out comes Steve Montana, Wicked, and they literally beat the shit out of me
You
in
can't
the
say
ring.
shit.
Yes, I can. They
You can't
said,
say-
right
no,
on.
you can't say shit.
I said shit.
Shit.
I said
They
shit.
can damn well say shit, okay?
Yeah. See? Why do you gotta keep interrupting my story? So anyway, they beat
okay.
the shit out of me. Thank you for listening finally for once. And
You just can't say shiznit because it's copyrighted by him. So.
oh, and I started just coming to shows and training and been doing it ever since.
Wrestling?
Something like that. At least I didn't get my ass spanked by Steve
No.
Montana. He just powerbombed me through a door.
How many times can people say, "Hey, I got whipped by Steve Montana"?
No. You're not whipped, really. You got spanked.
I did get spanked.
Are we counting again? Because you know what I gotta do if I count.
GQ can't count.
As we worried about you guys, both in 05 and Montana, who's kind of a cowboy. Didn't Brokeback Mountain come out in 05?
No, that was years later.
It's about Steven.
Have you not seen the
Chaos.
sequel we made about that?
We did find out. We did find it.
We did do a promo about a sequel to that. Just saying, with Dirty Dick Brody
And his
little horse that he rode in on,
and his Daisy Dukes.
and the Daisy Dukes, and fine Italian loafers.
Yeah.
Oh,
GQ remembers that one. He still dreams about me in that outfit.
We've done a lot. Like I ran around in a diaper for like 20 minutes one time.
Yeah, that diaper one was pretty good. Who was that? Was that?
That was Playboy.
Oh yeah, like I had to ask.
Oh,
Biggest
wow.
baby.
Yeah, I don't know if that diaper one. I don't know if it was that on Playboy or that was on Blondie, but
No, it was on Playboy.
it was.
Well, I think they was on both of them, but yeah, we pretty much Blondie rocked Playboy to sleep that day.
Yeah, and then Playboy farted on him and got chucked.
But I ate beans that day.
Well, you could have at least warned me.
I did.
No, not right when it happens. That's not warning.
That's very true. Yes, not a warning after it happens. So Doc Lombardi's in here again, saying those who got their ass handed in while in their beginning. Yes, guys,
Well, got their ass handed to them, but not many have got their ass spanked.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like he's a little bitter about not getting his ass spanked.
We don't want to go back in time either, do we?
I'm about to see if I can get somebody to come over here because I can't do this anymore. So
Uh-oh.
You still looking for it or what?
I don't know. So, before you guys got in, so which wrestler or wrestlers inspired you most to get involved in the wrestling business? Like, who did you see wrestle the most that, like, yeah, you know what? I really, I like what they do, and I'd like to do that sometime down the road. So, who was it for you?
I never really understood I never really knew independent wrestling existed. But when I was growing up, I was the biggest Ultimate Warrior fan.
Stole my
answer.
You're the Ultimate Warrior. That's because we're tag team partners.
Yeah.
The Warrior.
Yeah. Even though after all these years, we did realize he wasn't a great wrestler.
I mean, he does like 3 moves like I do.
But he did paint his face. You know anybody else that does that?
I don't know anybody that paints their face. My tag partner doesn't.
Oh no! Here we go.
Oh, I faced that guy one time. He's a douchebag.
He's kind of a dick.
We had
That's why.
that dude ruined the momentum of Chaos and Riot. We were like skyrocketing, and then all of a sudden this war character came along, and then Chaos just got pushed to the bottom. Why this dude war just skyrocketed?
Skyrocketed.
Skyrocketed.
How was that again?
skyrocketed.
Good Lord, man.
Well, yeah,
here we are, sitting on the same porch together.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I'm done with my first couple of questions. I know we've got a lot more, so.
Hard-hitting questions.
You didn't say which wrestlers inspired him, though, Ruby. You didn't ask that one, did you?
Well, yeah, the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, we just said that.
Well, it was both. Okay.
Are you daydreaming about me again?
No, I'm trying to avoid it.
You're wearing my shirt, so I think you are.
Okay. They asked.
No,
yeah! Oh, he did it!
Gosh. There's kids watching this.
Oh, man.
No, he's going to say he's only going to wear the shirt to bed later.
You going to stop now so we can do our show? How we do it?
Sorry.
Are you ready for the question now while I fix this in a second?
Oh, yeah, please. Anything to get this over with.
So
Can you black his screen out or something, Ruby? Jesus.
So who trained and taught you your ring basics?
We were supposed to be trained.
I'm not. We're trained. What happened to him?
Did he die?
He asked a question and left.
No, I took the screen off.
Oh, thank you. Woo! Who trained me? Well, I think that's kind of obvious. Steve Montana. Wicked had a little hand in it if you call the many beatdowns he gave me, considering training. But
see, that's why we're tag partners nowadays. Because mine, same answer. Steve. Actually, Steve is a cousin of mine, so he worked with me a lot, and so did.
So you had
Wickham.
Connections.
Not like that. Steve's never. He's not incest. He just likes big guys like you.
Oh, fair enough.
Save a horse, ride to chaos.
Oh, I'm gonna coin that.
Oh God, you put your shirt back on.
Woo!
Thank God.
You look better at least.
It'll come right back off.
You look better at least.
I find it disturbing that we're getting more viewers after that shirt takeoff happened. So
I'm not surprised. I mean, but still.
Everybody's like, I can't believe he actually did it.
Really, everybody that knows me knows I try my best to do it.
Oh my!
That's what she said.
Oh my! Whew. So, holy crap, we got a lot. We still have a lot to go, man. But
let's go. Let's get it.
You know, if we start getting bored, we're gonna start doing stupid stuff. So,
like you haven't done that already?
I can check my movies.
People can't see the green room view when we go live, and we don't want to give them that view. Trust me, we've already been subject to it. But
our goal was to try to break you guys while you guys were talking, and it worked.
Yeah, I know. No, Chaos, you said that your first match was with Montana, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you basically, so as far as like after, well, you rode him like a freaking pony. So did he beat you that? I mean, how bad was it afterwards?
Afterwards, let's just say I got powerbombed 4 times in the corner of the ring, not the middle, the corner. And we all know how unforgiving that corner can be at times.
Oh my God. Yeah. Especially in that ring.
Yeah. My first ever, he got me in the ring, and you know how most people get trained? They learn how to bump first. Montana was so pissed I beat him in the strongman competition. He's like, I'm going to show you your first bump. He goes, run off that ropes and run towards me. I was like, okay. So I run off the ropes and start running towards him. He drops his shoulder, does a back body drop, and I swear I was hanging in that air for at least like 30 minutes coming down. It was just slow motion. And then as soon as I hit, I was like, I'm hooked, rolled up, and I was like, let's do some more. So, yeah, I got hooked off that first one. But I thought I was going to die, I'm not going to lie.
Wow.
That's what most people have felt in those matches with him before. So,
what about Riot's first match? What do you remember from that?
I don't know. 50 concussions later, it's hard to remember. But I would really say that it was wicked. And I think I got thrown to the wolves. He was big then. and had a run as the champion.
I mean, he's not big now.
He's big now.
Oh,
Stop.
no,
That's
no.
not what I
You
meant.
said he's not big.
Hold on, my phone's about to go off. I'm gonna get and I mean, he just kicked the shit out of me. I want to say I might have got 2 or 3 moves in, and it was done.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, well, I guess when you're the guinea pigs getting your first match in. I mean, you gotta absorb. You got to make sure that you can take it during the show. So you guys got through it okay. I mean, gosh, Montana and Wicked for first opponents. I don't know if I think I got up lucky. To be honest, I think I got a.
I got a fat hillbilly in mine.
Oh,
and you're what?
Yeah. Well,
first match
in your basement tied to a raptor or what?
In my first match, you dicks.
Oh.
Like on farmersonly.com? The first match? What? The big hillbilly? What? You don't have to be lonely.
Think my tractor sexy.
So imagine a guy bigger than me in overalls with a white undershirt carrying around a watermelon and who's got ham hocks the size of a freaking, oh my gosh, bigger than a freaking side of beef, and just comes down and smacks you overhand. That's what he faced in his first match.
That's what's wrong with you.
And that lasted a long while.
Oh wow. What?
That would have been pretty entertaining.
Alan says you guys didn't get a title match for your first match.
I didn't even win. I didn't even win a match for like my first 3 to 4 years in wrestling.
By the way, here's the guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Yeah. So that was his first opponent. So speed played a big part in that.
I mean, there's not many stuff that you don't see where you didn't have titles.
That's a pretty good picture there.
After titles.
That's our sexy pose.
And heck, actually, think about it though. I actually helped you guys win one of your tag title wins. Just saying.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Oh,
Shut
up.
Was this a night alone in your bed when you had your teddy next to you?
That one picture of Chaos and Riot, you got that hanging above your bed? Our sexy pose?
It's over in the shelf over here.
My God, man. Woo. Just think you have to deal with this in less than 48 hours, GQ. I hope you're ready for it.
Oh, I can make Shap take most of the grunt work on that.
Did he just say he's gonna take the shaft?
I think he said he was gonna get the shaft.
I did not say it. Oh.
He said, I'm not getting the shaft.
That's what he said. We always got to look at the thing.
His first match was with the Deliverance guys. He sure do got a pretty mouth. Oh my gosh. So got through a tough first match, and of course, you've going to shows and having several matches after that. After you've got your start, which wrestler or wrestlers did you guys look up to for guidance and advice to help guide your success to stay in the wrestling business?
I feel like we keep saying the same guys. Again, Steve had a big part in it for me. Being related to him, it was easy to ask him questions. Wicked, again, after beating the crap out of me for years, we actually became really good friends. So he helped me out a lot. Sage Ramsey was another one I got to work with quite often early in my career, and he helped me along with how to, the psychology of a match and just things like that. So I'd have to say those were the 3 guys early on that really pushed me to be better and teach me the ways.
Yeah, I would have to say Montana, who got me into it, was a big influence. The big powerhouse. I was coming in being a powerhouse guy. And that's kind of what I was labeled as until I started working with one individual. Stephen Bishop. Now, that guy, as big as he is like light as a feather. That guy could work circles around anybody. And he really taught me the relate to the fans kind of aspect, because he's really a good top heel in the business. But he taught me to do it the other way. He went heel and I started to go face. So, I mean, I always wanted to be the good guy and play the hero type. And he was always a really good counteract balance for me. It was a really good dance when me and him got to go in there and wrestle around.
Good deal. Well, so I just want to let everybody know. I've got a couple things here before I let GQ approach with our next bit. But I'm putting down comments here, or at least there's a ticker with IEW's next show coming up, which is this Saturday. IEW presents One Step Closer at the Elks Lodge in Granite City. We've got the address going across there, ticket prices. Let me get this off. Hold on, brother. Hold on. So you still got time going to Ticket Leap and getting your seats. So Illinois Elite Wrestling.ticketleap.com/one step closer is where you want to go if you want to get your advanced tickets. You want to save a couple bucks. For the adults, kids are going to be the same price, $5, and kids 6 and under are free. Gates will open at 5, bell times at 6, and big event coming up with One Step Closer. So that'll be, and then of course we'll talk about that here in a little bit more detail here a little bit later in the show. But GQ, you're up to bat.
I think he's frozen.
No, I'm not. I'm just sitting here.
Oh, you're shitting there.
No toilet in the office.
Mother, will you shut the hell up and let me do my damn job?
We're waiting.
There's no corners around here. Oh, you mean the pod? Okay, go ahead.
Which wrestler or wrestlers would you say whose style you mirrored inside the ring? Oh, I got that one answer for Riot.
I bet he's going to
call me. No, I thought he was going to call me Finn Balor. See, I
thought we were going with Cena.
Oh, there it is. You're both right.
You're an idiot.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I guess I don't have to answer this question. Go ahead, big guy.
What are you doing? No, that was for him. You got to answer yours now.
All right, you answered mine. I don't have to answer.
Yeah,
I thought I was Balor and Cena.
Whoa.
Peepers, window peepers. We got window peepers.
They're still waiting for you to talk.
Oh yeah, me. Like I said, I like to come in and be the powerhouse type. So, I mean, house. Oh. Quit trying to confuse me. Oh. Powerhouse type. So I watched Steve Montana and what he did and kind of mirrored him a little bit. That was pretty much it.
So you've been, for 15 years, you've been spanking people on their
ass. Oh.
You thought about getting into wrestling before, so who did you like before the indies?
Let me see. I answered this question 5 minutes ago while you're shoving nuts in your mouth. Ultimate Warrior.
Was there anybody else?
Was there anybody else besides the Ultimate Warrior? I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be honest, I just loved wrestling. This is something my dad was into. We watched it all the time, whether it was Raw or Saturday morning when it was on Saturday mornings. Ultimate Warrior was my favorite, but I could watch wrestling all day long.
I tell you what, I did like Mr. Perfect too. He was a good one for me. I like the arrogance, the style that he had.
The blonde hair that you don't have.
Oh, don't make it fun.
Can somebody tell me who Michael Lilly is referring to? I don't know who the first name is.
Oh, he don't know how to spell chaos either.
Queso, are these people going to getting chips and salsa?
Ted Arstidi. I guess just look him up in the WWE archives if you can. Which
give me a second. I'll see if I can find a picture.
Oh boy.
He actually had a heavy weightlifting background. So and then he got in the ring, and well, let's say Ted Arcidi didn't really.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
You think he has a bunch of?
Will you shut up? I'm downloading this stuff
all over his computer.
I hope you don't download the wrong thing again.
Yeah.
I saw last time what you posted. That was horrible.
Yeah, we can't put stuff like that on Facebook unless we
bunch
get
of fucking assholes. Anyway,
Yeah.
This is Ted Arcidi.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, you guys got about the same mustache.
about the same mustache.
I don't have a mustache. I've never had a mustache.
No.
You want me to have a mustache?
But if you look at it from back here, back then,
That he couldn't even grow a beard then.
Why are you trying to look at me back there? You mean my backside? What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh.
Next question that isn't the same question, GQ.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead, Ruby.
yeah, I've got the next one anyway.
Oh.
So each of you, who would you consider to be your biggest in-ring rival or best opponent to wrestle against? Both of you. So who is
Together
your
and separate?
Oh. Is your answer Steve Montana again?
No, my answer's not Steve Montana. No. Is yours Steve Montana?
No.
Okay. You go first.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Stephen Bishop.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, you thought I was gonna say you, but it wasn't. We've not. I mean, we faced each other a lot. We didn't even realize we faced each other as much as we did. But no, like I said, Stephen Bishop brought out probably the best of me. Kind of got me into more of the technical wrestling aspect and getting the fans involved. So he really did probably help my career out a lot. Without him, I still would have probably been just a boring guy trying to throw people around.
Yeah, gotcha. All right.
What about you, Ryan?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I would never say that.
Okay.
I can just name one, or I got. Oh, here I'll give you two. I really have to say nope. I'm giving you two.
Pick one.
I'm giving you two again. Early on in my career, and for most of it actually, I've had a lot of battles against Wicked. Here of late, though, I would have to say Playboy. Hell of an opponent. As much as I can't stand him and what he does, we've put on some great battles in the last 3 years. So I'd have to say Wicked and Playboy if I was going singles. Tag team, though.
Have you faced him? I thought War faced him.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
So you beat my ass in that one promo then?
It's a split personality thing. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Wait,
I forgot.
Like I said earlier, kayfabe's at the door on this fucking show. I'll tell you that.
Oh my!
Did you say?
Did you say fuck? You can't say
I
fuck.
didn't fucking say fuck.
Oh fuck! You're gonna get in trouble.
Boy,
Who's our tag team though? Who would be the tag team that we would?
The tag team? God,
There's been quite a few good ones.
Vicious and Delicious was pretty good for a while.
I'd have to say. I mean, yeah,
We had a pretty good rivalry.
Back up there, yeah.
Yep.
Actually, yep, there they are. Oh, it was a couple of years straight there. It was just me and you versus them two, and I mean, back and forth for years.
And then us versus pretty much every single foreign solution combination.
Yeah,
That was for a while.
Yeah. But your toughest battles were against VD. So
Yeah, VD.
yeah,
That's my toughest.
Yeah. It's an
Until we figured out.
Poking the bear, Ruby. Good lord.
You know, you guys are just asking us to do this.
I mean, yeah, you guys are trying to draw us in to just.
And we're trying to be good. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you hitchhiking?
No, he's looking at me, so I got to rewind. We'll try this again. Let's see. So
Douchebag.
each of you, what do you consider your most memorable match of your careers so far?
Oh,
Match or matches? I mean,
you're gonna have to narrow it down to one.
ooh.
It's not always potato chip.
Wait,
so-
are we doing
tag team or solo?
one of each?
Okay, you can have one tag and then one solo.
Okay, I'll let you go ahead.
Why do I got to go first?
Because you always like to talk.
Ladies
all night.
first.
Oh, because you're a woman.
Huh, fair enough. Solo, man. I would have to say, no, I'm not going to go with Bishop. I plugged him enough. I would have to say one of my most recent ones with Douglas O'Shea in a different organization. If I lost, I quit the organization and I left. And it was a cage match. And I had the liberty of picking Doug up and throwing him through the damn cage, and it broke. That's how I ended my career with that place. So that place. But no, I mean, it was a good match, and yeah.
That was actually the last match of the organization too, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
It didn't matter. So I mean,
Yeah. So how about yours?
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna have to go.
Wicked.
Okay, well, no cage match, but he was in there. Probably the most memorable match I've had was the Armageddon match that I did with Playboy and Wicked.
Is that the one where you came off the top and I caught you?
You weren't in that.
Not that one. This one was where there was a cage, and then there was a ladder, and then there was chairs and tables, everything inside. It was just pretty much one gigantic.
I remember the other one where you came off the top of the cage. You said, "Catch me" as you were jumping, and kicked me right in the face and almost knocked me out.
Is that why you moved?
Yeah.
And that, if I recall, also right, that was where you actually won the title off of Playboy, who had just beaten Wicked in the same match.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, that's probably
one of the best
my most memorable matches.
main event matches that they had in that organization too.
Piss off, GQ.
I said main event. You did main event.
Yeah, he did. Actually, the match
That
he said
was-
you was the
That
main
was the
event.
main event.
So get your facts straight.
I main
I
evented
think
that
was the last match of
2
that
shows in a
show.
row
That was the last match
Yep.
of that show.
because it was a cage match.
Think about it. Think
Hey,
think
I
of how
forgot
things
that.
work.
Usually when they do cage matches, it's like all of them end up being caged, so they don't have to take it down or tear it up or anything. So
Are they still watching this inside? They did not remember that.
So what about tag match though?
we tagged.
I don't
What
know.
was
I
the
don't know
most
either.
memorable match of your career as the tag team? You nutcase?
No, we heard you. We're just
You know what? I'm gonna go off the rails here a
What was
little
that,
bit.
Ruby?
It's not gonna be the most memorable, but it's gonna be one of the most fun I had. And that was with Dragon's Creed up at Party in the Park.
that was a fun match.
Some up and young coming talent. I can't even talk. Up and coming young talent. There we go. And they showed us that they were there to play ball. So, and then we got to beat Doug up later. So that was even better.
It's always fun to beat up.
I want to say probably one of the most memorable matches I've had with us tagging is probably Vicious and Delicious, the first Quincy show we ever did.
Oh,
We got booed actually for the first time ever.
that was the first time ever I have been booed in wrestling.
And but they screwed us to actually win the titles, and then it got reversed and the match restarted, and we turned around, rolled them up, and won the titles. And
Is that the one I broke my arm in?
yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely, that's the one where Hot Dog.
How's that
Oh,
not my
okay.
most memorable match? I mean,
But yeah, I'd have to say that one because it was a
I tell-
great crowd, and
don't
Great
owe
match.
Hawk any money whatsoever. It was a quarter I owed him, and he broke my arm over it.
Well, he's Italian. Oh hell.
We actually got a call.
Oh Lord.
Here we
Can't
go.
wait.
Hold on, guys.
I bet it.
Oh, you got the False Count Everywhere podcast. Who's on the line?
This is Wicked.
Wicked, what's going on, man?
I've been listening to these turds talk.
Turds.
What?
You can call him shit. It's okay.
On?
Well, so we give the guy credit. Now he's gonna come and call us turds.
We sat here and complimented this guy the whole
I'm
time.
gonna call in. I am definitely gonna call in. This is a bunch of dick and fart jokes.
I don't think you've dicked the ride more than once yet.
So did the dick go in
I thought
and
it
then
was.
fart?
So you guys have a show in Granite City this weekend.
Yeah, you coming?
I'm gonna come. I will be there.
Look at GQ's eyes poke up. He's like,
Show.
Oh,
What was that?
GQ,
Nothing.
when you said you're coming, GQ got really excited.
Not that yet. Oh, you.
But Chaos, see, you're the one that always picks that stuff out. You pick up on that, and that's your humor. But I think that's your secret life.
Oh.
Are you asking me out? I'll say yes if you are.
I just
sure?
take my pitches.
Oh. So you're saying you can't take me?
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I retired for the good life, so you guys could have a spot.
Oh,
well, thank
so much
you.
Riot, but just you, Chaos.
I'm feeling a lot of resentment towards me.
I got a little now. I didn't have it when I called, but I do now.
Oh, shit. Remember that one time I called you out and you never answered?
Yeah, remember that one time at band camp?
remember that one time when I brought a big rooster and put it in my yard? Put a giant cock in my yard.
Oh, so you laugh at his cock joke, but mine's immature. What the heck?
That's kind of an
Do you
inside.
two got
That
something
was
going
an
on I don't know about?
That was an inside joke. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get back to your show, and I will see you this weekend.
I love you,
All right,
Wicked.
Wicked. Thank you very much, man.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right, you too, man.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Okay.
What a blast from the past.
Saturday's going to be interesting.
It's going to be
You think
very
so?
interesting. Holy crap.
You can't wait for him to come.
Oh my gosh. Somebody must have been listening to that. Judging by our comments.
Oh, there's a dick and fart joke.
Hi, neighbor. You can't go that way.
Yeah, Wicked with the burn. Wow.
Fans are driving
Fans
by
are driving by. They know Kaos and Riot here.
Oh. Hope you guys got pants on. That's all I gotta say. You know?
What for?
I tried to take mine off earlier and you guys yelled at me.
No pants party.
What's GQ doing? I think he's secretly texting somebody.
Is he looking for something?
He's looking for
I think
no
he's
pick.
scared to death right now. He's trying to cancel stuff.
He's like, Wicked, I love you so much. I cannot wait to see you. I can't wait for you to come.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we have a drunk lady in the house right now.
You got a drunk lady in the house.
Yeah, look at the comment.
Oh.
Aha, that's a hot biatch right there. Look at that sexy smile.
Thank you.
Not you.
Oh.
Man, where was I? Oh, okay. So guys, next question, of course, directed to both of you. Whoever wants to answer first, of course.
Paper, rock, scissors.
Yeah, right. So what characteristic or fundamental element do you feel is missing with most of today's pro wrestlers' performance, and what would you do to make the changes needed?
I understand it 3 words. So I'm going to let you answer this one.
What's missing in today's pro wrestling?
Talk a little slower.
That was just a lot of big words.
What?
Oh.
Me chaos. Me
Cat-
big dumb. Me don't
Cat
understand.
Fart.
Oh,
What
God.
characteristic?
Well, What's missing in wrestling today?
Yeah. So
Patience. Patience.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Final answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Top 3
You're
answers on the
talking about
board.
pretty much-
Yes.
Something that me and Ruby are both passionate about is building things instead of just having like that. Correct?
So
So
not like
you're saying things with you just happen like that.
So, and this is not like training 2 weeks and then get in the ring type of deal I'm talking about. You know,
You're talking about stretching it out and building something instead of just
instead of just wanting it right now, you got to earn it. I mean, you got to work your way to it.
I honestly think a lot of the young kids, and not saying everybody, but there's some kids out there that just think, you know, I've done this for a year. I think I deserve this. I think I need this. And like we just talked and explained, it's people that's come in these years. Yeah, you guys seen us. We've won tag titles. We've won other titles. We've done this and that. But for the first 10 years of our career, we were the punching bags too. We might have got a little something here or there. We might have got, you know, a win here or there, but we paid our dues just like anybody else. And I think that's what a lot of people need to understand. That's kind of what's missing. I don't think people realize what dues really mean.
Well, it's just like right now going on. One of the best stories in the business right now. One of the best things going on for the business. You see this Butcher versus Beckham. That has been building and building and building. That thing's going to come to a head, and when it does, it's going to be amazing. The end result's going to be the best thing for wrestling. So, I mean, it's just, you don't just, oh, look, I want a match, I get a title. No, I mean, let's build something. Let's make something entertaining for the fans.
Draw them in.
I mean, they may remember one special move in that match, but if you tell the story, they're going to remember that story for years to come.
Yeah. So Mr. Lilly was on the mark with storytelling is missing. And I guess apparently the fundamentals missing in today's wrestling is PT Beckham. So just saying.
And you know what? He has a right to be high on himself right now because he is. He's doing the work. He's putting the time in. And if somebody does that, I can respect them. But if they're just coming on board, saying, look at me, I mean, no, not really. Not going to look at you. But you're putting in the work. Everybody sees what you're doing. Yeah, you're going to get a lot more looks coming your way, especially from vets and people who's been around a long time.
Can you read more?
Don't listen to your buddies. Listen to everybody. Listen to the whole thing as a whole.
And I'm also going to interject one other thing that goes along with that is the term that's really missing out is respect, which you need to have that first before you learn type of patience and understanding of the business. If you don't respect any aspects other than respect itself, then nothing else is going to follow. So
I want more.
That's a tall order right there.
Well, it's a new organization, new day. Who knows?
Yep, and I agree here also, Mr. Lilly. It takes more than some fancy flips to get over. It takes a lot more than that to get over. So your fundamentals, your storytelling, and everything else.
We've never been over. I don't think we've ever been over.
Yeah, but who you been under? Oh, that's what she said.
Well, they're still looking for the last one. GQ that was under GQ.
Oh.
Here's an actual question that could prove a little bit on being over, whether hated or liked. What's the most you think you've made on merch in one show?
Oh, shoot. We've made single. When I was young and I was first getting into it, I sold a ton of T-shirts. Yeah. I mean, granted, it was my hometown, but I sold a ton of merchandise, and that's something that some people need to learn to capitalize on. Like, I can think of one individual, if he would just sell one or two things, he could probably retire off wrestling. He's that much hated or loved or whatever you want to say.
So maybe you're talking to me. I was like,
no, not you.
Oh, okay.
But he doesn't. because he's an idiot.
Oh, wait a minute. I know who you're referring to.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, I mean, as far as dollar wise, I probably made $500 to $600 one night from t-shirts. But now we've expanded our stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've got t-shirts, we've got pop heads, we've got what else we got?
It's not where I'm going to like say their numbers, but I've seen Butcher, I've seen PYT, I've seen the Midwest Mercenaries all leave with a lot of cash as well. It proves they're over when the people are buying stuff. You guys have always been over no matter what you want to say or what you think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've done it on a consistent basis. We haven't just done it a night here or a night there. I mean, pretty much everywhere we go, we've sold quite a bit of merchandise. But then again, we put the work in. That's something a lot of people don't do nowadays. They just want to stay back, and when it comes to their time to spot, that's the only time you see them.
Yeah, that's true. And I just recently started bringing back my merch too, and
you sold out a lot of your stuff, didn't you, at the last show, Ruby?
I did make 3 figures last show, so I mean it was just into that realm, but hey, it was enough, and I still got more to sell. So that's me being a heel too, by the way. So
I think heels can make just as much money, if not more, than faces.
Yeah,
well, that's why I even said Butcher and PYT for one, with the money that I know that they've made at some of their shows. I mean, proves that you can make money in this business. And we're not going to open up that bacon comment again, but you can make money in this business if you do it the right way, and that's what I think personally. Also, is people not doing it the right way with their careers and stuff that's missing with wrestling now.
Yeah. It's all in how you get over and how you present yourself when the show is on.
You can't rely on the promoter to promote you. You promote yourself. You get yourself going. Get yourself known. You put yourself out there.
Yep, exactly.
Hold on. Lily must have been dropped on his head. He's got smart comments tonight.
must walk up on the right
and
side.
of course, Alan Williams kind of like pointed out something which I'm not going to do, but
yeah.
So I know I got the next question, and I was even thinking before I even asked this question. I don't know if there was many that you were able to, but what are some notable names you've worked with throughout your career, and who was your favorite famous wrestler to work with?
Noble names, huh?
Yeah, like big time. Cross syndicated TV, known cable TV. Big time stars.
I've worked with his, but Cowboy Bob Orton. But I mean, other than him, pretty much. I mean, I've been on the card with some, but I've never really got to work them.
That's where I was going to get at, because I know
that's most of the time I've been in a tag team, or I've been kind of the mid. Never really been a top guy, if you believe that or not. I don't believe it. When I was the hottest, drawing in people in, I never really got put at the top of the card. I was always mid to low card for some reason, which didn't bother me. I was there for the fans and doing what I love to do, not necessarily just there to stroke my own ego, so to say. But
you found it funny you said stroke his own.
I think he got what I was saying. Why you couldn't get that high?
All right. You got
Nope. You didn't have a pen.
Pencil. Yeah. Well, some will take advantage of that, but yeah, it's always fun when you get notable names on the card, or if you have if you're attending seminars with some of the names. I mean, that's really where you want to get your best experiences from, for sure.
Now, I know you were on a show that we had the seminar with. Oh crap! I can't think of his name right now.
Bob Evans. Or
No, that
Reyes, Ricky Reyes.
Yeah.
Ricky Reyes.
Yeah, Ricky Reyes. No, not Bob Evans. That would have been a 3-day weekend on that one.
sausage.
Going back to farms with GQ apparently.
There we go.
Your pager went off.
My dismiss alarm came on. Yeah, I think that's probably been. I mean, some people don't like to call them that, but Searcher and Tally, they've been quite a few places. I've worked a few cards with them, and I've gotten a lot of good compliments from both of them too. So I'll take that as a win for me.
You're winning.
How about you?
I'm in the same boat as you, really. I got to be in a battle royal one time with Cowboy Bob Orton, and he punched me in the face and laughed about it. But I mean,
did he say he forgot his glasses?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he said he forgot his glasses with me too.
But besides that, I mean, a lot of the shows that I worked, I was either fucking curtain jerker or mid carder, so you didn't get the chance to really work with them guys as far as a match. I mean, if they were doing a seminar or something like that, you get in there with them. But Ricky Reyes, another, again, a class act guy we brought, and he did a heck of a seminar and showed a lot of things that he's experienced throughout the years. So,
and I think you guys were still there, weren't you, whenever Kevin Thorne came in for some shows? But I know you guys didn't work them, though.
Got to meet him, but again, he was
working Montana a lot.
That was the years that you were either a mid-carder or a dark match. But yeah, that was usually a guy Steve got.
A druid.
Yeah.
Put
on this druid.
Here, put this costume on. Put this over your face.
See, guys, we've done stuff you just don't know about.
Well, here's actually a question from the peanut gallery here for a second. Who is the nicest big league worker you have met? And again, it's probably going to be the same answers, wouldn't it be?
I mean, we've met. Let's see, pretty much the same seminars, and everybody else has been to. We've met the names, and we've been to those. But I mean, as far as working wise, no.
No, okay. Okay. Yeah, you know.
So the only other person I've got to meet throughout the years, besides the ones we've mentioned, is
I've met Wicked.
Valentine. I got to meet Valentine down in I want to say it was Belleville at the fairgrounds.
Belle Claire Fairgrounds. He wrestled in the cage match with Bob.
Yep. That was in my first year or two of wrestling, I think.
Did you work that show, or were you just there watching?
Yeah, I worked that show.
Oh, okay.
See, that just shows you I worked that show. You didn't even know who I was. There you go. Early years.
Well, I wasn't there. I heard Matt Maniac was there, but I wasn't there.
Who's Matt Maniac?
Yeah, who's that?
Hopefully he's gone for good.
He puts gremlins in internet feeds. So that's what he does.
Oh.
Yeah.
Heard he did things with teddy bears too, or something like that.
Yeah, he has that one called Benji. So.
Oh. Poor bear.
Poor bear.
Got the hole in its butt.
So backstage news here.
He restuffed that bear many times, I heard.
God. So Ricky Reyes wants to work IEW. I'm sure there's going to be some big things coming for IEW in the months to come. But of course, it's still a fairly promotion. Trying to get off the ground. And, a lot of it had to do with the pandemic being, with all of last year. And still, when you try to get that one show in, you still had people throwing it up.
Oh, we became the first mobile promotion that night. So,
and that's the thing.
Mobile
I mean, it's
promotion. Oh yeah. And yeah. And it was real. It was halogen powered by the time the end of the night came. So
yeah.
Yep. But we still gave the fans what they wanted.
Yeah, and the fans stayed for it. That was the biggest thing. The fans stayed for it. They enjoyed it because, again, for months since at least March or so, and that was September last year, they had nothing to see. Right. And that just proved that even with that hiccup and everything, that the resurgence of professional wrestling and indie wrestling is going skyrocketed right now. People want to go out and do stuff and see stuff.
Right, exactly. So with IEW getting back underway, guys, what do each of you hope to achieve as an individual and as a promotion with IEW?
Well, as an individual, I just want to start working some new, fresh faces, bring in a nice, steady rotation of people, and just have some fun. Not be stressed out all the time. And I don't know.
That was a good answer.
Well, thank you. I practiced it.
You got a cue card?
No, I didn't have a cue card. I just wanted to say that all my life, and I had the opportunity to say it.
It's not.
I don't know. It could be.
I agree with Chaos. I just want to be able to bring in new people, work new people, have fun with it again. The last few years have been stressful, whether people believe it or not. I want to see this be successful, have fun, and just, bring back the old school ways with a little new school twist, I guess, to it in a way.
Yeah, I definitely get it. It gets some new blood in there to kind of bring in the fundamentals of what really wrestling should be, especially with an old school feel. But yeah, with the new blood in there, I definitely get it. And now, as far as with, let's kind of talk about. Well, we're going to talk about this show now, since we're kind of hinting around it, which of course is the One Step Closer show. Once again, which is this Saturday. If you do get tickets at the door, for the adults, $12, kids $5. If you go to get advance tickets, you'll save a couple dollars in advance by going to the website of IllinoisEliteWrestling.ticketleague.com/one step closer. And gates, of course, opening at 5 p.m. Bell at 6. And some of the matches talked about with Pretty Boy Floyd, the IEW Midwest champion, in a non-title match going against P.T. Beckham, who's actually on a hot streak since last weekend.
Believe it or not, that's not Playboy.
Oh, I was going to say, what's Playboy coming over there for? Oh, hi there.
Is that Justice?
Yeah. Can you say hi?
Yeah, I think you say hi. All right.
Hi.
So, Chaos and Riot, do you guys have a match, a tag team match this week?
Well, we were scheduled to face Dragon's Creed, but from what I hear, Chris Exodus is laid up in a hospital and not doing so well. So we wish him the best and a speedy recovery with all the stuff he's going through, which I'm not going to put it out. That's his personal stuff, and if he wants it out, they'll put it out. But we're going to do an open challenge. So whoever shows up wants a match, we'll see.
Yep.
Maybe some old school guys, maybe a new school guy, maybe an old school and a new school guy team up. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Then, of course, I guess we're going to call it the main event for the Fatal 4-Way to determine the first ever IEW Heavyweight Champion.
Who's in that match? Somebody in that match?
Yeah, one person for sure is me. Yes,
Douglas O'Shea. Oh, you're in it.
I'm
Well,
in it.
remember, this was something that I signed with Shaft and everything. Is Douglas O'Shea, Rough Cut Rick Ruby, Hawk Elliott, and Playboy Double H for the heavyweight title.
Let's flip the script here. Ruby, who are you wanting to face here in the immediate future, kind of a distant future, before you hang those boots up? What's some names that you've been wanting to face?
Well, I haven't really given it much thought, but I will say that I haven't really looked. I haven't really get that off of there. I do not. This match,
I'm showing that on August 1st. I'm showing that one. finally.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, but no, this Fatal 4-Way should be very entertaining. I mean, I've been in the ring within the last couple of years or so against Hawk Elliott. We had a dog collar match, leather strap match. So now we're back in the ring again. Back again in the ring against Douglas O'Shea, and now I'm facing, and then now Playboy's in there. So, oh Lord,
Been there, done that. Wrote a book on that. No.
Yeah. There's been a chapter already that's happened. So
that was like 4 chapters on that program there. So
yeah, but no, I don't know. I do want to face some of the younger talent before I'm done. I know there's quite a bit that's in there. I know that at one point I was supposed to face Chris Exodus in a tag match with, then Joker was my partner. And then, of course, that show got canceled due to the pandemic. But, man, I don't know. I mean, because I've wrestled a lot of guys, but the
I want to see you with PT Beckham personally, but that's just me.
Yeah, PT right now, we'll let PT have his little fun with Blade and Playboy, and then when he's done with that, then we'll see what happens. I mean, because I'm sure that PT Beckham would be that would be somebody that I would face for sure. A lot of faces I faced before. I mean, I faced Floyd before, Pretty Boy Floyd.
He just opened up the door for this one.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. Oh God. Yeah. God rest his soul, Bubby Mansfield. That's also in that picture, man. He is sorely missed. Of course, his son now is still trying to get back into the wrestling business. Here to take a break. So, and he looks just like him too. So, yeah. Yeah, I already faced those guys last year, so I mean,
yeah,
that's like the tag match.
You get so tall. I don't
know. I'd really have to think about that one because I'm sure I'm going to be having my share of different opponents through going out through different promotions as well. So,
I think my net issues.
I really would have to think about that for myself on a dream match. I really would. So, all right. Hey, Vader's in here.
And don't forget though, y'all can hear me now, right? Because the internet was giving me issues for some reason.
I can. Yeah.
Don't forget also on the show Saturday is the first IEW ladies match that we are having.
Oh yes.
We are having Ashlyn Alexander, Sophia Sombra, and I can't think of the other girl.
Is it Emma Uri?
Emma Uri, yeah.
Yep.
It's been changed to a triple threat match because Maddie Exodus is not able to be there.
Yep.
So,
yeah, but I don't know. I would say though, just going back to real quick, that if there's a name that's brought in, I would like to wrestle that name. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, if I had to do anything, because I mean, like I said, I've wrestled. I'm going into my 25th year of wrestling, and who knows how much longer I'll probably want to do this. But we'll kind of see. But definitely, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun Friday or Saturday. Sorry, today's Thursday, right? Yeah. Thursday.
Yes. Okay. I kept doing the same thing today too, so it's not just you.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. And also from
actually, this will be the third show here, Vader.
Yeah. Well, I guess first show. I guess really, I don't know if it's his first show. Hey, but good luck anyway.
This is the first show the Shaft's going to make it to, so that's a plus.
Right. Yep. The Shaft is going to make that show on Saturday. So really, at this point, 48 hours from now, we should know who the first IEW heavyweight champion is going to be.
So, we should.
Yep.
Well, we'll see how I fare in that match because I will say I haven't wrestled Playboy that much officially in a match, so that it'd be very interesting to see. I mean, of course, back
It's going to
back
be
in
the
the day,
pastel match on that one.
yeah.
I mean, if you
Shaft-
win that, you may get that PT Beckham match because he's #1 contender.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if he's #1 contender, that's kind of interesting too. That he's taking a back seat and not even trying, which is kind of smart though, because he doesn't want to put his #1 contendership with 3 other guys to get the title. So wait till somebody is established champion, then he'll go after him. So we'll see.
Quit taking the toys from the kid.
She's handing them to me. You shut your dirty whore mouth.
Yeah, you just wait for him to come.
and
now
yes.
I'm getting a dog. Oh, see, I even got a dog bone.
GQ would probably eat that. Don't show
Oh
him.
my.
He likes
Maybe-
the bone.
Maybe in a blender. I mean, we're looking at your picture right now.
Yeah, it has green and pink on that. So, I mean.
Yeah, no. So you tell me.
Here you go.
So guys, so out of all the time that each of you have been involved with professional wrestling inside and outside the ring, is there any moment or accolade that you would consider as your greatest achievement?
Mine would be not even in wrestling. It's what wrestling was able for me to do, and that's reach out to kids like Emma, who we helped, and then Steven. So those two are one of the two of the most that I can mention, and then not to count how many other kids that we've reached out that we've been able to help. So, like, I truly do this for the fans. It's not for me. It's not so I can go and be the best wrestler there is. Because let's face it, we all know I'm not. But I mean, like I said, this was an outreach for me to be able to help people, and that's kind of where I'm at with that. So my best accolade, I would have to say, is to be able to help people that need it.
And the work you've done with Steven alone with his family has been great.
I'd have to agree. I mean, this was never a thing about trying to be the greatest ever, or, even making it big for me. That wasn't even a thing. It was just to enjoy something that I grew up loving. When I first started, my dad was still alive, and he came to every show. He helped out. It was something that I felt like I made him proud watching me do it. But then, in recent years, like I said, with Chaos, and we agreed with that when we were actually stuck together as a tag team, that it was about the fans. It was about the kids. It was about the people that get to come because they can't afford the $75 nosebleed tickets to WWE shows or anything like that. It was to bring them as close to wrestlers and wrestling as possible. And then with Steven, that was just, beyond words that I can say, be able to enjoy his company and do stuff for him. So yeah, I have to go with him. It has nothing to do with belts or wins or anything like that. It's all about the fans with us.
Yeah, and let me just kind of say, and kind of piggyback a little bit on that with what the independent promotions can do for the fans. I mean, yes, it's. You may, luckily, at some points, you may even get like 100 or 200 people, and of course, we always strive for more. But with us, we don't want to do what's being put out there on TV, because we know what a product is like. We know what the fans want, and we listen to the fans. We pay attention to the fans when we go out there. It's not a whole camera show. It's not a spot show. It's not anything else like that. So we actually do give a damn when we go out there, and that's the reason why. That's the reason why no matter how much your ticket is, you're gonna make sure you get your money's worth, no matter what. For a show to remember by.
And that's the biggest thing there too. we've worked with so many different groups on bullying or suicide, and a lot of just groups that help people like, that need the help as well, and using the wrestling format to get that word out there and across to people.
Absolutely. But yeah, we always want to help. If it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't do what we do, because we don't perform in front of it. It's not our goal to perform in front of an empty crowd and do what we want. You can do that at home without trying to rent a building. Always pander to what the fans want. So, so I'm glad that we can do to help kids out, help out charities, help out whatever we can, but always make a positive stride for every show that you do. And that's the goal. So I think, so that was my last question, but I know GQ's got a very, very...
And the one I always get stuck with is, what are some memorable road stories or a fan experience you can share that are funny or have stuck with you?
I like funny road
You sounded like T-Pain for a second.
You're going to have to repeat that. You kind of broke out.
T-Pain.
What are some memorable road stories or a fan experience you can share that are funny or have stuck with you?
We can go back to Steven again. That's something that's definitely, I think, when we look back here in 30 years and we're probably sitting on the same porch here, too old to get up, Steven will definitely be something I always remember for my career. Funny stuff. I don't know.
And we actually included Steven in some of the matches, though, too, like with one of Chaos's matches with O'Shea.
Yeah. One of my, I don't know, it's kind of a funny story if you're in the ring and you know what's going on. One of the first times I ever met the Hollywood Stud, I was in a match with him. And when you guys know Stud, when he's out on that ring, he gives 150%. So Chris tags me in, and then Stud just starts going nuts. He's running all over the place. He's hitting himself, getting the chair, slamming things around. I looked at Chris. I was scared to death. I'm like, dude, you're going after this guy. I don't know what this guy's doing. I freaking tag Chris back in. Stud looks at me and goes, get back in the ring. I was like, oh, crap. Yeah. So, stuff like that and then getting to know Stud, one of the greatest guys I've ever met. And just a night and day type of character. And it was truly great. I don't think I've ever been literally scared in the ring the day I was when I first met Stud, and he went just crazy in the ring. I was like, okay, I don't know if this is what's going to happen here, but Chris, take your shot.
Yeah.
I guess I got a funny one now that we're thinking about stuff, and this just happened here last year with the last promotion we wrestled with. This guy right here, always when we wrestled Hawk, it was his dream to slam Hawk. He never got to slam Hawk for our entire career. And so we're wrestling this match, and it's me and Hawk. We're tied up. Hawk tells me, slam me. And I was like, okay. So I slam him, and all I hear over in the corner, my partner over here, go, you son of a bitch.
Well, let's back this story up. To a finish to one of me and Hawk's match was I was supposed to pick him up and slam him. Nobody could slam Hawk type thing. I go to pick him up, and we just both start falling backwards. He lands on top of me, laughing his ass off. I said, you were supposed to jump. He's like, I did. And he's just laughing his ass off. Meanwhile, I'm looking like an idiot because he squashed me. And then ever since that one, every time I go to pick him up, he was been a dick. And then he lets this he even let a 120-pound guy soaking wet slam him in front of me just to be a dick. I'm not saying it was like a rainbow outside of who the guy was or anything.
Was that when Riot did it?
No. But I was like, We're trying to be funny, GQ. Not funny.
I don't taste Skittles.
I'm professional, you know. So.
Exactly. What did you say?
So one thing that was said in the chat, which I don't know if we touched on it or not, how would you guys handle this match if it ever happened?
What's it say?
Chaos and Riot versus the Reckoning.
Well, it says Chaos and Riot, but you know it's Riot.
Oh. You know what?
Damn, you can't spell my name.
We have a lot of people we would love to face, and hopefully with IEW coming about, we get to bring a lot of people in. The Reckoning would be one. The Family would be a good one for us. AEOYU2 B squared or whatever they are. That I've always wanted to face those guys.
You know who else I'd like to face once before we go away?
Who's that?
The Solution.
The Solution.
The American or the foreign one?
No, we've already kicked the foreign one.
I thought there was only one solution, the foreign solution, right?
Oh. Whoa! Now you're trying to draw them in.
I'm trying to draw. You see what I'm doing there?
I got you.
Troy, Sage, Ramsey.
Well,
Frost, Wells. That was a jab at you guys.
well, shoot. I mean, those guys, man. Cheap Heat, right? Hashtag Cheap Heat. No kidding. Yeah. I don't know. Would it be Darian Frost? Would it be Jason Wells? Would it be which of those three guys?
I don't
Any
think
combination
for those. So
any combination as long as Sage is in it.
Okay, so
you want to beat up on Sage?
I'm just saying, Sage has got his fair share of shots in on me. Maybe it's time to turn the tables.
How about this though? How do you think you talk about beating or facing the best? What about our own tag champions, the Midwest Mercenaries?
I think that would be a great matchup. I think that's something that we need to build towards. You don't just give something like that away for free. I think we're going to have to build that up.
I think that's back to the whole hooking them and drawing people in before that happens.
Yeah, we don't want to sabotage
the biggest
ourselves.
thing, though, is you guys haven't wrestled in IEW as a tag team yet. So you got to actually climb the ladder. I mean, that's one thing me and Shaft are trying to do is build everything the right way, and you have to climb the ladder.
Do you hear us demanding for title shots? Do you hear us saying, hey,
I'm just saying, no, I'm not saying, I'm not arguing with you on that. I'm just pointing it out. But we'll see how you fare this Saturday.
Yeah.
Open challenge. Anybody wants to show up? Let's do it.
You know what I'm fearing? I'm fearing what will happen if I don't come away with the IEW Heavyweight Championship and what GQ is going to do with my ranking.
We already heard what was going to happen. A lot of crying like it was earlier.
Oh, earthquake!
Earthquake called justice.
Baby on the loose.
Hey, I don't cry. I try to make resolutions to move on. So I don't cry. But if I want to if I have to wrestle like somebody like a caliber of Skittles or like some other pencil.
I've seen Skittles do some good matches lately, okay?
With a broom.
Well, it's on Xbox, but still.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I know. Oh shoot. Well, I mean, I see, like I said, when Chaos and Riot, when they're outside the ring, I mean, they've done some funny stuff. They've had their own segments.
Go to our Facebook page, Chaos and Riot. You see all the promos.
Oh yeah, Chaos and Riot, which has over 1,000 likes, by the way.
I'm getting there.
Incredible. And you guys were like in a parade before with holding.
Yeah, we had our own special parade.
Yeah. So you had your own parade. I mean, you had your coming out and interacting with the fans and always screaming with.
Of course, selling autograph photos like this, but
we even had a would-be senator come into our match and help us out.
Yeah.
Ooh. But don't forget now,
we've had this
Chaos and Riot this weekend is at One Step Closer in Granite City. Go ahead, Ruby, read the rest.
Oh yeah, well, this Saturday, June 26th, and that's located at the Elks Lodge at 4801 Maryville Road in Granite City. Gates open at 5, bell times as it is at 6. You don't buy tickets until that day. It's going to be $12 for adults, $5 for kids. Kids 6 and under do get in free. I guess there is going to be concessions and a bar. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We've decided that Ruby has a voice like a DJ, and GQ has a face for radio.
Ruby, can you read me a bedtime story? Because with that voice, I think it put me right to sleep.
Well, I was taking a line to James Earl Jones reading the Bible to everybody, but
anyway, let's just wrap this because I'm getting tired of their bullshit.
Just it hit me out of nowhere like Chris Wright did to Doug O'Shea with a pan of meatloaf in a certain match. So.
Moving on.
All right.
Ma, the meatloaf.
Meatloaf ice cream? What?
Oh, what you want?
Oh my goodness. Well, I think that's all we've got. We thank Wicked called in here tonight, and also don't forget Saturday. We're going to see you at IEW One Step Closer, and want to thank Kaos and Riot once again for joining us.
Special guest Justice.
Bye-bye.
Somebody's tired.
Bye-bye.
All right. Somebody is tired.
Me.
All right, guys. So, with all of us here, Kaos and Riot, Mr. GQ, Master Wayne Schuyler III, I am from Country Ruby. And we thank you very much for joining us here tonight. And we will see you next week. Pay attention to our page at Falls Count Everywhere for our guest next week. We've got a big July coming up, and we'll give you more details on our upcoming guest for the entire month. So, we will see you later on. Bye, guys.
Later.
Ah!